So I went to an NA meeting tonight. It was my first time going to one in person since I've moved to Lakeside. And sorry, my shirt is just bothering me. Anyways. So, for those who don't know, and those who do, I am Sierra. I'm 29 years old. And I started doing meth at the age of 19. I started drinking at the age of 11. The moment that I chose to do meth, I slowly but surely lost everything. At first, I was confident because it was making me skinny, and it took away my feelings completely. I did not give no fucks about no dude trying to fucking come in and out of my life for fucking none of that. None of it. I started off snorting it and then smoking it. And I quit when I was pregnant with my daughter, and then we moved down to the valley. And then around 2017, I became homeless. And during that time, I would walk from God knows where. During that time, let's see. So I had my apartment with me and Michael, the father of my kids. He left me, got his own place. I lost that apartment and ended up moving in with my friends in Gilbert. And there I met this guy. And I fell in love with him. And we started dating for a little bit. But so after I moved in over there, we were all getting high, so she slowly lost everything. And on the night when the sheriff came that day and we had to be out by that night, the guy that I fell in love with, his name's Angelo, was there. He was there for me that night. And he stuck by my side for like quite a long time and helped me figure out where to go. We had different friends that let us stay with them and stuff. And when he like left me for like one of the first times, I was staying with this lesbian couple in Mesa, and I was so exhausted because I just tried everything to not fucking piss him off, to not annoy him, to make him happy. And no matter what, he would just fucking turn. And so when he first left me, I was just so fucking devastated. I was like, oh my god, I have no one. Like, this man has been here at my very lowest. Like, how is he not, like, he was my homie, how is he not fucking here? He's broken my phone, stolen my phone, put his hands on me, just talked to other girls. But he was a strong man. Like, I just felt safe and protected with him when it came to being out there on the streets and to all these other people into drugs, because people are conniving, people are evil, people's energy is just negative. People, I don't know, you know what I mean? Everybody's going through their struggle when they're active in their addiction. So I asked this lesbian chick to shoot me up for the first time. That was the first time I shot up in my hand, because I just could not fucking take it. I could not take that he fucking left. And I knew smoking wasn't gonna fucking help. So I shot up and I was happy as fuck. I got on a bike immediately, went to Circle K, had like an hour-long conversation with his dad. I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure he called looking for him or something. I'm pretty sure I didn't call him. I don't think I had his number. I hope I didn't call him. And so yeah, that happened. Then prior to that, we were staying in at Motel 6 for a while, for like a week or so. I was asking people for money, and some people helped out. A lot of people helped me out a lot, so that I wasn't out on the streets. So after he left, I get a job at Denny's, and I start weaning off meth. And then his birthday comes up, and he comes back around, and I had money, and he steals my fucking backpack with my money in it. I had to be at work the next day, the very next day. We were over at the Motel 6, and I followed him, and he went into this room at Motel 6, and I was just like, oh my fucking god. He shut the door. I wasn't gonna knock, because I don't know, he would have beat my ass. Or if he would have answered at all. And he was with another dude, this black dude that I didn't really trust. And the reason I say I don't really trust him is because the conversations he would spark up with me would make Angelo pissed off. Really, anything fucking pissed him off. Me talking to anybody. But it is what it is. I'm not innocent. And so I was sitting on the curb at the Motel 6. It was nighttime. I was just so fucking heartbroken. Like, my money was gone. I let this man back into my life. He just did the same fucking thing. And I didn't have no alcohol or anything on me. I didn't have money. So I looked in my wallet, and I had one of those green Xanax. The, like, fake ones. I'm pretty sure they were the fake ones. Like, the hardcore ones. And I took it, and I blacked out. And I remember a Motel 6 worker coming out and, like, waking me up. And it was freezing fucking cold. Yeah, he took my phone too then. And so I just start fucking walking to go back to the apartment I was staying at with those lesbian chicks, God bless him. And some guy was on a bike, and I asked him if he had some shit. And then there was alcohol, and I was like pretty fucking buzzed quick, and I did not want to be fucking buzzed at all whatsoever. So I asked him to shoot me up. We were using the same needles, but just like cleaning them off with bleach. It's a gross fucking life. How I thank God I did not catch any diseases, because that was like, whew, big fear of mine. Because to be at that point, to not care, like to look and see, like these people are, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the people I was around, they were hardcore fucking users. Like they shot up all the time, shooting up heroin with meth, just like, and they were usually men. And so that was like, I don't know if that was the second time. Maybe that was the second. I think that was the second time I shot up. And so I get back to the apartment. It's 5 a.m. Nobody's answering. Nobody's there. I sleep outside. Well, I lay down outside. I wasn't sleeping. So that happens. And then, I don't know, Angelo eventually, he was in and out of rehab before I was. And he ended up falling in love with some chick, his homie's chick, I think. I don't know. And yeah, he went his own way and completely just said bye, bitch, to me. Well, he didn't even say bye. He didn't say bye. So that hurt a little bit, especially because after my friends weren't able to support me, I went to a place. I hit up this chick, and she's his baby mama's cousin, I think. And we went there. The first time we went there, we were outside for the longest time till like 2 a.m, freezing fucking cold. I think it was February. I had never been so fucking cold in my life, ever in my fucking life. Shaking cold. So we go over there. She lets us stay the night. And yeah, we stay there, whatever, for a little bit, like for on and off for a couple of weeks, and her sister. But anyways, after he was out of the picture, I hit her up, and she invited me over, and I ended up living with her for like a long time, months, a very long time, Like, she had my back. And, it was terrible, though, because I would sit in the room, because she let me stay in her daughter's old room, and I would just wait for Angelo. And then sometimes he started to periodically randomly fucking show up. It was like a hit and miss. It was the fucking worst thing to ever experience. Ever. Because he'd come back and act like nothing was fucking wrong. And just... I was just so happy to fucking see him, because one night, when he had relapsed, I didn't know if he was gonna fucking die or not. Because he did heroin and those, like, fake perks. That's a different ballgame. And just... yeah. And, so after that, I was on the reservation for a while. I started doing music. I didn't have no clothes out there. I would stay in the same clothes for God knows how long. And just get high and write. And yeah, just write, like, just stuck. And then, like, when things got bad, I wouldn't take, like, anybody's shit, and I did not, like, ever fucking sit there and defend myself by my words, because I was just like, are you fucking blind? Do you fucking see what the fuck I'm going through? Do you don't know who I am by now? You don't understand that I would fucking get up and ride with you and fucking pull up on people, collect, defend you, be nice to all your fucking guests and people that I fucking meet, your family, extremely nice. For you to have a fucking bitch come up to my fucking face. And actually, she's not a bitch. She was really fucking cool, to be honest. Until some shit happened, and... anyways. So I got done being out there. I was fucking annoyed. I ended up going back there later on, but... so, on the streets, I would walk for fucking hours, all night, or all day, from, like, Phoenix to Tempe to Mesa to Phoenix, just walking. And I've cried so hard so many times, where snot was just fucking... my whole entire shirt was just covered in fucking snot, and I would just lay somewhere. And I've laid at, like, a bus stop. I've laid in an apartment complex, like a single-story apartment complex, by, like, a tree and stuff, and just cried. And I was hoping somebody would hear me, and I just remember thinking, like, how does nobody fucking hear me? I'm like, God, why the fuck have you not sent somebody to fucking help me right now? Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I did not know what to do. I was high, and I did not know what to do. That's all I knew, was to keep getting high, because I couldn't sleep. I didn't have anywhere to sleep. And I was just, like, hoping that something would fucking come to eventually. And, so yeah, the first time I went to CBI, I was dining and dashing at a Native New Yorker, or Native Grill and Wings, I think is what it's called now, in Mesa. And, the police come. Like, I was tired, I was barefoot, I wasn't trying to run. I literally did try to contact people to fucking come get me. Like, my sister, I asked them to message my sister, call this dude that I used to work with, because he was the only person I could fucking think of that was responsible. But that's a whole nother fucking story, fuck him. And, yeah, nobody came. And so I was super slow. And I even tried putting applications in at all these places that I've had similar situations with. But so the police are there. The police were already outside. So yeah, cops were there. They called my dad. Thank God, because that would have fucking sucked. They called my dad. They paid for the food. He paid for the food. And I had warrants. He gave me an option. He said, you can go to CBI, or you can go to jail for your warrant. And obviously I was like, yeah, CBI, fuck the fuck. Not like that. I wasn't like that to them. I was grateful. And So I get to CBI and they give you like, it's scary as fuck because there's a bunch of crazy ass fucking people there. You don't know what the fuck you're doing in there. The door's locked, like you can't just leave when you get there because there's doctors and everything else. You can't just fucking leave. You have to follow the procedures. But I was exhausted as fuck, so there was somewhere to sleep. They put me in. I've ended up going to the CBI like 9 fucking times, I think. Different ones, all in the valley. And so I'd end up going into CBI, trying to get sober again. And then I'd end up relapsing and leaving every fucking time, everywhere they sent me. And when I would do that, I would leave these places and just find fucking somebody who had drugs. Or I'd steal alcohol and get super fucking drunk and either try to hide it or end up walking my ass to the reservation or wherever the fuck I had to walk to go get high. And then I ended up at a park for like 2 weeks, I think, in Phoenix. And I remember one time I was in the restroom and I was just sitting there like all day. Like I was fucking exhausted. I was tired. I was laying there. People gave me like a little bit of money here and there, or like a jacket, or like some, like just something that they could. Shoes. People have given me shoes a lot of times. Um, and it got late and I was in the last stall and I heard the city guys come in and they locked the door. They have like jail cell almost doors. And at first I was kind of freaking out. But then I was like so fucking happy. I'm like, okay, I'm fucking safe. I'm fucking good. I have somewhere to sleep tonight. I'm okay. It's not too fucking cold in here. Um, and then there would be people outside, like fucking screaming, like crazy ass shit, trying to scare me. I've had fucking a dude pull up on me and fucking act like he was gonna fuck me up and fucking shoot me and shit. Um, but yeah, from there. Oh, yeah. Well, how I got there was this guy picked me up. I was outside for a long ass fucking time. And this dude picked me up and he had a little bit of coke and he like barely spoke fucking English and he looked like somebody I might know. So my high ass mind just anytime that would happen, I would be like, okay, somehow they're talking to me through this person and these happy feelings that you're getting means that you're close to fucking seeing somebody you actually know and being rescued and saved. No, not at all. Whatsoever. No. So he gives me a little bit of coke. I smoke meth, dog. I don't really do coke. Well, I did. Anyways, I didn't really do coke. Whatever. He had beers. We were drinking and just sitting there parked. And then he starts trying to fucking touch me. He fucking touched my fucking titty. And I like got fucking pissed. I was pissed the fuck off. Then he was drunk as fuck, tried to pull off driving drunk. And I had warrants. I was fucking tripping. He was being fucking stupid. So I sat on his, like, jumped on his fucking lap. And, like, I was fucking, I did not push the seat back. I was, like, fucking pushing my body back into him, like, into his chest so fucking hard so he would fucking understand. And I fucking grabbed the fucking thing, whatever, and I parked the fucking car. I took the fucking keys out. And I was like, I'm not, you know what I mean, to myself. I was like, I'm not fucking going anywhere with this fucking person. Somebody keeps calling his fucking phone. He won't fucking answer. Um, so he finally gets out of the car. I don't remember for what, and because he was starting to get aggressive, and so I locked the fucking door, and he had left his phone, whatever, in the thing, and he walked away, and so I was like, fuck, I was sitting there like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And because I wasn't trying to take his ride or steal anything from him, so I was like, okay, maybe he'll sober up or something and fucking come back. I don't fucking know, or I'll get out and fucking just leave this stuff here. But I didn't have a phone, so I was like, well, let me try to call my sister while I have a phone. And so, anyways, this fucking black Hummer pulls up, and this fucking bitch, this fucking bitch, Karma's a bitch. She fucking, and that's what I hate the most, is women who fucking still try to fight you or get all fucking crazy when you don't fuck their man. When you don't want their man. So she pulls up, and there's a fucking huge ass piece of fucking concrete at this park for some fucking reason. And I fucking ran to the back, like jumped all the way to the back seat because she was tripping, like hitting the fucking window in the front. And then she grabs that fucking thing and fucking throws it and breaks the fucking window. And there's fucking glass shattered all over my fucking hair. She grabbed my fucking hair and was hold that like so fucking tight. And she's like, "Did you fuck him? Did you fuck him?" And I was just like, "No, no, did you fuck him?" And I was like, "No." And then she fucking left. And so I'm like, "Well, what the fuck, man?" So I'm like, I got glass in my fucking hair. Like, I don't know if this crazy ass bitch is gonna come back. They kind of seem like they might be fucking illegal. I could fucking end up fucking being taken to Mexico or some shit. So I called the police, and it wasn't my car either. I wasn't trying to get fucking in trouble for stealing a fucking car or stealing anything. So the police come with the fire department. Thank God they didn't run my name for warrants. But I got out of the car. I kept his phone until the next day. I turned it into a fucking at a Circle K or something. And all the fire policemen, whatever they could do was like hand me this little tiny fucking blanket thing that didn't do shit to cover myself up and told me to sleep outside. And it sucked because I wasn't, you know what I mean? They didn't give a fuck about me. There was glass everywhere in my, like, on me. Fucking, there was blood. It was fucked up. But yeah. But yeah, I've sat outside in the rain and fucking freezing. There's nothing you can do. There was nothing that I could do but just fucking freeze. Like, so fucking cold. So fucking cold. Nowhere to go. Fucking smoking at a bus stop by myself, hearing gunshots, having some guy fucking pull up or walk up on you and he's like, "Don't move, don't go anywhere." And I was so fucking stuck that it didn't even fucking faze me. Because in my mind, I was trying to manifest or like reunion or my family or everything. Like, I felt like that I had been through so much that first of all, before I was an active addict, or at least on meth, people have kind of done me fucking dirty in relationships, and I've done a lot for people, and I've been there for a lot of people, and I'm smart, so I'm a valuable person to have in your life. So I would try to fucking thought that I was what is it called? Fucking telepathy, fucking communicating. I swear I could hear their voices so clear, like my dad's, my uncles, certain people, Angelo's, and I've heard Lil Sky's one time, and that one probably meant the most to me because when that happened, I was fucking cold as fuck. I was sleeping outside. I had just left one of the fucking sober living places I was at, and I was sleeping at a bus stop, like just laying on the ground, fucking cold. Like, it hurt so fucking bad. I was so fucking cold. And I get up, and I'm like just so fucking sad, and I heard this Lil Sky's "What's wrong?" but like in the most comforting fucking voice ever, like ever, soft and just fucking amazing. And I was just like so fucking like, I obviously it probably wasn't real, but you know what I mean? It's still cool that it happened. Thank you, God. And because that's somebody I really, really feel close to, I guess you could say, can relate to a little bit on how he grew up in a small town. And like in some of his earlier songs, he talks about like crack needles on the curb and stuff, and then later on he talks about like having a crack rock in his sock and like, you know, doing the drugs, is what I assume, you know. And so from there I went to the fucking hospital. I sat there like all night and day. I think I had started my period. I was I was so fucking exhausted that when they gave me a blanket, I was falling asleep in the thing. That was getting blood everywhere. And yeah, there's that. And then for the time that I was asleep under the fucking underpass for like 2 weeks, this was after I had left the park. I was under the underpass. Somebody asked me to watch their stuff, and there was like a nice little bed he made, and so I was comfortable as fuck. You know, people were coming in and out with drugs. And then I made my own little fucking like cardboard box fucking bed thing in my own little area. And stayed there for a long ass time. I changed like my chonies fucking and my like I don't know what the fuck I had, but somebody had left like some boy fucking boxers or shorts or something that smelled clean and looked clean, so I put those on and fucking wore those fucking things for God knows how long. And it was so loud. It was so loud. All those fucking cars in the valley non-stop. All those fucking cars. It was so loud. It was just fuck. It sucked. And I had to be fucking strong out there. Like, I had to be a gangster out there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have lasted as long as I did. And but yeah, so that sucked, being under there. And I would just lay there and imagine like how that situation could turn into like a miracle, and like that I was so fucking tired that maybe somebody fucking realized it, like, oh, she's been through this much, so somebody has to love me, you know what I mean? That's what I thought. Like, somebody has to love me so much that they have seen my struggle, or they've known, like, they've seen me on Facebook or MySpace a long time ago and have had like this crush on me, or you know, just something like that. And it sucks because there was nobody at all. And yeah, I decided to get clean. The last time I used was in Payson. I was in a rehab over there for like 2 weeks. And me and this chick leave, this older chick, and go hustle money over at Circle K, find this guy. We get high, we end up in the casino for God knows how long. Fucking where I was hearing Keno noises for the longest fucking time. We stayed in a hotel for like 2 days. Then I started asking people for help. Going on my own way. Met this dude and his brothers, and they were super fucking cool. And I ended up drinking a lot. Like, I got fucking drunk as fuck. And like, I had not been this drunk in a long time, where I was about to get sick. And the next day I kept drinking, and I just fucking turned into a complete cunt and just was being selfish as fuck. So yeah, lost those fucking people in my life that were good, but either way, they were using with me, so it doesn't fucking matter. No. And again, I'm like, do men not fucking realize that I'm a fucking female? Like, I know I stand strong, and I fucking, you know what I mean? And I'm a tomboy sometimes. But like, I'm a fucking female, and I'm going through what you've been going through. Alone. Like, you have no fucking idea. But whatever. And yeah, so after that, I go back to the CBI that I was staying at, or the rehab place, and they take me to Winslow to detox. And it was there when I was just so fucking sad. The first thing I needed to do was call my dad and my sister and somebody that I knew, and just, tell them, like, I love you, I'm scared I'm not gonna see you again. Like, I want to be with you guys right now. So my dad said, go to rehab and then I'll let you back. And so I go to Ascend, a rehab down in the valley. And after about, I don't know if it was 30 days or what, I did relapse on alcohol over there. And I called and told my dad I got sick as fuck. And that was the last time. And I truly don't think I'm ever going to get high or drink again for the first time in my entire fucking life. And alcohol killed my grandpa, Larry. He had cirrhosis of the liver. They said my mom was drunk as fuck and had meth in her system, or meth on her when she died. My uncle Londo did end up passing away from drug use from meth. Like, people were dying. People are dying. I've felt my body get just so, like, just dead almost. And I would love that feeling when I would, like, relapse after I hadn't been using for a long time, and I would not eat, and I would drink, and I'd be cool as fuck. I'd be happy as shit. Like, I wasn't too fucking hyper. I was, like, chill, hanging out, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was good. I could balance going back and forth. My body, you know what I mean? Like, I would, it was just, I know it was so harsh on my body. So harsh. You know what I mean? I'd stay up for days. The longest I think I've stayed up is, like, 5 days. But I've seen shadow people, shadow monsters, like like somebody from the jazz era, like a black dude playing like a saxophone, walking the shadow like a shadow. I'd fucking fall in and out, and like in people's cars that were trying to give me a ride somewhere, or fucking, you know what I mean, trying to help me, or walking even. I'd close my eyes and like fucking jolt awake, and it felt like when my eyes were closed, I was going into another body. So I was like, this is it. Like, I'm about to fucking die. Like, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? So it was like, something was like, so I would test it a little bit, like, to let it happen. And then I'd get scared as fuck. Like, no. Because I thought, like, okay, then I'm done. This life is over. And there's another body there. And then I'd start freaking out. Like, well, how the fuck, you know what I mean? How's this gonna work? And then I'm like, I don't fucking, you know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it feels like I'm fucking dying. Like, I'm a light that is going out, flickering. But yeah, that's just some of my story I wanted to share with you guys. Don't know who ever watched this full thing. I didn't realize it was 30 minutes, but I forgive everybody. I hold no resentments against anybody. I thank God for the people that I have met during this time, or during that time in my life, because, and for them sharing their story, their struggles, you know, like, there's people, I don't know, like, I thank Angelo for fucking talking to me for hours, like, all night, telling me, you know, his story, his life, and it was cool to just be able to fucking understand, like, from a man's point of view, you know what I mean, and the way that they act, and see that they have a heart. But on that note, bye.